Hi, today we are going to talk to you about the Mughal emperors of India. We will begin this presentation with a short introduction.
The Mughals were the last powerful descendant of the Mongols. Mughal is the Persian word for Mongol. Under the inspired leadership of Babur, they took advantage of the absence of a strong central power to invade India and established Mughal rule in Delhi. The Mughal Empire in India lasted from the 16th century to mid-19th century AD, that is, for around 250 years. In the course of these 250 years, the Mughals expanded their empire to cover almost the whole of the Indian subcontinent and left a permanent mark on the society, culture, art and architecture of India.
We will now learn about the Mughal Empire.
Babur. Born in AD 1483, Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur was a descendant of Timur and Genghis Khan. By the age of 21, Babur had conquered Kabul. He now began to look towards India, about whose wealth he had heard many stories. He made 4 exploratory attacks into India, none of which were very successful. It was at this time that he was invited by Maharana Sangram Singh, the king of Mewar, popularly known as Rana Sanga, and Daulat Khan Lodi, the governor of Punjab, to engage and defeat Ibrahim Lodi, the last of the Delhi sultans. Babur agreed. Babur died in 1530. He was succeeded by his son Humayun.
Humayun. Babur's son Humayun ascended the throne of Delhi in AD 1530. Babur left an empire to his son which was yet consolidated. Humayun tried to enlarge his empire by annexing the present-day Gujarat, part of Rajasthan and Bihar. Though he was an unable commander, he did not possess the sustained spirit of his father. Added to that, he had to face strong opposition from his own brothers, the Afghanistan nobles and Bahadur Shah Gujarat.
Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar was the 3rd Mughal emperor of India. He was the most famous emperor that the Mughal Empire had ever known. The emperor presided over a Hindu-Muslim cultural synthesis which cultivated in a golden age of culture. Though he never learned to read or write, he was a civilized man and surrounded himself with the best minds of his generation. Committed to the policy of universal tolerance, Akbar considered himself the ruler of all his subjects and the commander of the faithful. Through his marriages with Rajput princesses, he brought Hindus to the ruling dynasties and gave 3 of the highest positions in his court to Hindus. Akbar participated in all religious festivals of all groups, allowed the Jesuit fathers to establish a church in Agra, and discouraged cow slaughter. In administration, Akbar introduced far-reaching changes in revenue collection to achieve balance of power. He died in October 17, 1605 and was succeeded by his son Jahangir.
Jahangir. Prince Salim, the eldest son of Akbar, ascended the throne of Delhi as the 4th Mughal ruler amidst rebelling and plotting by his own son Khusrau. He assumed the name of Jahangir. During the reign of Jahangir, a number of Europeans like the Portuguese, the British and the Dutch had begun to make their presence felt in India and other countries bordering the Indian Ocean. Jahangir died in AD 1622. He was succeeded by his son Shah Jahan.
Shah Jahan. Prince Khurram, when he ascended the throne, took the title of Shahabuddin Muhammad Shah Jahan. He was born in AD 1592 to the Hindu princess Banmati, the daughter of Rana Uday Singh of Mewar. Shah Jahan married Nur Jahan's niece, Mumtaz Mahal. Shah Jahan was a master builder. When Mumtaz Mahal died in AD 1631, Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal to house the tomb of his beloved wife and to keep her memory green. The Taj Mahal remains one of the wonders of the world to this day.
Aurangzeb. Born in AD 1618, Aurangzeb was the 3rd son of Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal. The empire of Aurangzeb was the biggest anyone had ever ruled in India. In his long rule of almost 50 years, Aurangzeb was almost always at war with one ruler or the other. Aurangzeb spent the first half of his 50-year reign in the northern territory and the second half trying to annex the Deccan. After his death in AD 1707, a succession of weak Mughals ruled Delhi till 1857, when the British completely took over India. Together, they were classified as the later Mughals.
Bahadur Shah Zafar was the last Mughal emperor of India. He had no real control over his territories as the British ruled either directly or indirectly through the well-known administrative system of indirect rule. In 1857, during the so-called Indian Great Mutiny against the British colonial rule, the elderly Bahadur Shah became the unwilling leader of the troops. When Delhi was recaptured by the British a few months later, Bahadur Shah was exiled to Rangoon in Burma, and his sons were brutally killed by the British soldiers. Bahadur Shah's real interest was not power, but poetry, miniatures, and music. Under the pen name of Zafar, he wrote poems of some note. His lyrics set to music were frequently performed in Delhi, while his court became a renowned artistic center. We hope that you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you. This project is by Pooja, Mithila and Kritagnya of Class 7C.